Hi guys, Rachel with Spunky Misfit Girl here, and today we're going to do this pretty simple, fun one-page wonder. And I am loving this gold, but yet still shabby ribbon. And it folds open just like this. And there is a pocket back here. And just a kind of open pocket here that gives you a lot of room. I did a pocket on here, but there's a way to actually also do a side pocket, which I'll show you. And that's pretty much it. It's fairly simple, fun piece. And so we are gonna do this with a 10 by 10. So if you're starting with a 12 by 12, you'll wanna cut it down. And if you want to layer, like I've done, so I covered up a lot of my paper, you'll want to use something that you don't mind mostly covering up that's going to form your background. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is score, and we want to score on the back side of whatever. So if I want my blue to show, I'm going to score on my snowflakes here. Okay, and so we're and by the way, I don't know if you noticed, but I got myself an actual scoreboard and I'm so excited. I love it. It's so much nicer and it just makes scoring an absolute joy. I just want to sit here and score things. Okay, so we're going to score at 5 inches, and then we're going to turn to the left and we're going to score at 2. Oh, and it's so smooth and nice and accurate. And 5 3/4 and 9 1/2. Okay. Yay, scoreboard. Okay, and so then this is going to form our tab for our pocket. So what we want is not that super skinniest area, but the next bigger space on the end, and we're going to cut our middle score line just up to the score line here. All right, and then with that on the left hand side, we've got our little tiny skinny tab section. We're going to cut that off in the right hand corner here. Okay, just that one section like that. And then we're going to give our tab some little angles just to make that a little nicer, make sure our corners won't show, and we'll fold. Okay, that's going to be a tab for our pocket, and then we're going to fold in half. All right, apologies for the break. You may have been able to hear on camera that someone came home in the middle of filming. So we were in the middle of folding, and I'm actually going to switch now to this other paper. You saw me working on the blue, but I'm actually going to use this nice kind of yellowy for my Alice themed little folio here. So we had folded our tab in and folded in half. And now we're going to fold our 2 scores, and those are going to go. So we're going to want where our cut is on the left side, and we're going to fold that guy in. And then we're going to fold our other side in as well. And that gives us our basic shape, right? So this is where that side pocket comes into play. I think I decided not to do it on my prototype because I didn't want to cover, I just didn't like it with the paper that I had. So with this one, I think I am, so this can become a side pocket right here, just a tuck in there. And I'm going to cover up, I want to cover this. So this is going to fold. This will become my pocket. This is going to fold. And then this guy is going to be my cover. And actually, look at that. Maybe I will go back to using my blue because this paper is not nice. I did score it, didn't I? Yes. Okay, so let's just fold that up. This might actually work. It's winter themed and there's snowflakes on the inside though, so I'll have to cover all of those, but that might actually work still with my Alice papers. I don't know. Thing is I don't really want those edges. What could I do? Maybe I could do something that would fix this here. Just decorate with ribbon or something over the top of it to cover it. Maybe. Okay, so this is how we look. So the next thing we need to do is do our notch. If we want a notch here, all right, which I pretty much always want a notch, you know? I love me some notches. And what I might do in that case is give myself a little something right in there like that to cover up that white. Okay. Make sure that's good. Looking good. So question, whoa, since I want to cover this up anyway, that's what I can do. That will fix this. This will be great, actually. It will be better. I can cover through to the inside. So I have these great Steampunk Alice papers. I actually kind of wish I'd brought, here, I have scraps. Let's use a scrap. Oh, my Alice scraps. Let's find something that is big enough to cover. I want to cover that inside. Here, I actually have some of these. I want to cover the whole inside of the closure. Darn, I don't think that's tall enough. That would have been perfect. Okay, some bits. We can find something. I want to cover this, and you are going to still see that. So maybe I will put the Mad Hatter in there. This will fix my problem. And serve a second purpose of, I don't know. Yeah, I think I'm going to do it like this. The Mad Hatter in here. And This will be fine. It won't matter because the circle is going farther away. So I'm actually going to cut it this way first. Right here. And then this way. I will just put that whole piece inside there, and it will shore up my crease and give me a nice new inside inside instead of my white that was there, right? So this piece, if you're using a double-sided piece of paper, you won't need to worry about. But just an inventive way to solve it if you're having paper problems too. Okay, so I've covered my inside, reinforced my outside, and I also covered my pocket here. So now we're gonna go ahead and glue, and we're just gonna glue up our tab here. And I am gonna put just a tiny little dab of glue in between these two. And that's gonna make us our pocket over here with the punch and our little open pocket over here. I've got a little bit of extra on the side here that I think I'll probably trim off. And then this guy, if you want, can become a pocket. On my other one, I actually just cut off this side piece because I didn't want to cover up that interior paper, or I just wanted to do it kind of in a different way. But with this one, this works really well actually. We'll make a side tuck pocket right there. And then the other thing I'm gonna do is actually score another little line here to make myself a gusset. Just maybe 1/4 of an inch so that I can put some stuff in here and make it a little more roomy on this fold. It's gonna be a little tricky. It's a little thicker to find that, but I think we got it there. Yeah, this paper does not hold very well, unfortunately, but I think this is gonna turn out really cute anyway. Okay, I think that is everything. And now we just want to tidy up and decorate and fill her up. So let's see what is left. I think that might have removed my glue and part of it there. And make sure that we've got enough on that inside. Okay, so let's take a look. I've got some really awesome bits and bobs from my Alice. Ooh, some of these guys are gonna go in here. I think we'll put an Alice in there. This is a slightly older paper set that I love that I don't think you can get anymore, unfortunately. Kind of coming to the tail end of what I have left of it. I thought it'd be fun to make something with this theme. And then this other paper is from a different paper pack, but it tends to kind of match pretty well. So I actually do want something on the cover. So I might actually use her as my centerpiece on the cover. I mean, probably we want something that's a little bit not super busy so that she can be the focal point. It'll be something like this. Yeah, I don't know. I might actually want something that is not in this paper pack. That's a little bit less, it's got less going on. Sometimes I've mixed these with other papers to give it, I don't know, should have planned this out. Maybe something like this. I don't know, the browns are a little bit much, a little overwhelming. Maybe I need something a little lighter. Bunch of words. Ooh, that's exactly the right size. I think we'll go that direction, and maybe I'll do something else with it as well. I've got some Alice rubber stamps too, so I could stamp a word like Wonderland. But that is as far as it goes for the base. That's everything. All I did with this one for the closure was tie my ribbon around it. So if you are not caring about my decorating and aren't interested in that part of the process, you can absolutely pop off and go make the whole thing yourself at this stage, because that's all there is to it. It's just filling up your pockets and covering your papers. The thing is if I go this route, I don't have a ton more to match, and I kind of would like to match my front here. Because I'm going to do the front as well, or this little tabby thing. So if I did that, maybe what I can do is put a lighter layer in between. I think that's what I'll do, because I like that look when it matches. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna use this guy. It does sadly have my fussy cuts on the back, but I think I do have one or two others. So we will do this way. And then I'll find something that can go in between Alice and this. Okay, so these are gonna go, ooh, that got too short. How did I manage that? Well, for goodness sake, now I'm cutting up my fussy cuts for nothing. That one's still good. Phooey. What was I doing, guys? Okay, let's see. I do have another. Not the end of the world. Oh, it's because it's because this paper. Oh my gosh, you guys. There is a line in this paper that looks exactly like a pencil line. You probably can't see it on the video, but there's literally a line inside the design that, like, it just could not look more like a pencil line. And so that's where I cut it, and that wasn't the right line. My pencil line is here, and it's much softer. My goodness, there's several of them actually. Now, that's the problem with dark papers. Trying to find your pencil lines. Okay, yeah. Ooh, I like that now. That's very striking. And maybe I will do a pocket on the inside with some kind of fussy cut. I don't know, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. This is a fun little project where the focus is more on actually decorating, which I like. So I like this. I did do one first to start with, where I didn't cover because I had used a paper that was really pretty and I didn't want to cover up, and it's just nowhere near as fun, and the end product isn't as nice either. So I recommend using a fairly blank paper, something that you don't mind covering up, letting just be your edges like this, and doing it this way because it ends up looking really nice and it's fun too, right? So let's see. That's the difficulty with this though. Maybe I'll make her a closure like this. I kind of like that. I'll grab this guy. We could do something different here. Actually, I think I would want it in the middle or so. Just experimenting with some things now. Okay. Just thinking if I did something like this, and then maybe a word on the bottom, maybe some stamping on the back of this guy. I don't think I have my Alice stamps handy, unfortunately. I should have pulled them out. What else do we have for bits and bobs? Maybe some of these guys could go behind her. That's kind of fun. Let's cut it out and see. Go like this. Go to the rabbit. Did it like this. And she could come in here like that. It's kind of fun. I think I'm liking that, you guys. I think I might take the brown edge off though. Just makes it a little bit off kilter. Okay, so I'm just gonna glue these 3 pieces together the way that I want them. And then we'll put this on here. Alice, just like this. Yep. And then I need a closure and some things to go on the inside. Ooh. Oh, that's cute and different. I'm glad I decided to do this way. So I'm just gluing on the one side that will go on here so that I'm not gluing this closed. And this will make my opening as well. And isn't that fun? And now the only thing is that you can see this. So probably what I'll do is I'll cover that up with a piece of paper and then just cut out around it something that looks good. Maybe some of these bits. That one's not quite long enough, or maybe just this guy actually. That would be nice. And then I'll cut out around it. Okay. And then we're just gonna slide some of these other guys in here. Where'd my other Alice go? Here she is. Just like that. This side too, if you want, you can make another pocket. Side tuck spot or a bottom pocket, a triangular pocket would be a nice fit here. I think I might go for something like this to match that pocket. I've got, unfortunately this is here and I would want my triangle over here. And those don't really work. But that's all there is to it, you guys, for this one-page wonder. I think I'm gonna close it up there instead of fiddling around more. I'll show you the finished project in the thumbnail. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.